So welcome everyone to our June call. I love this new chat option. So if you guys haven't upgraded Zoom, do it before our next call. The chat now pops up along the side, which is absolutely beautiful. Makes my life so easy being able to actually see you guys chatting real time. But this call this month is going to be really just an overview of the stuff that's been popping up. The questions myself and Shannon and Linz have seen come up with the team, and really just addressing stuff so to make your life a lot easier. I have a few announcements. I have a few promos. I have some really exciting stuff coming up for you guys in the next month or so. And I've been like on the edge of my seat all day waiting to announce stuff. So let me start sharing my screen. Let me just fit it in the window. All righty. So our monthly Biz Jam. So just a reminder, our monthly calls, we changed this a couple months ago. Our monthly biz calls, so our calls we do once a month as a large team, are going to be held on the first Wednesday of the month at 8:30. Okay, so Jerry Lynn's Wealthy Babes calls are on Tuesday. And of course, they're not, you're more than welcome to hop on every call you can. But I would really try to make it make it as, try as hard as you can to make it to our call. Because as your direct upline, I talk a lot about a lot of stuff. Oh my God, my words. Direct to our team. Okay, so our growth, that kind of stuff. So if you can hop on all the calls, lovely. I'd love to have you guys on everything. But yeah, so do your best to hop on our calls on the first Wednesday. So just a few celebrations and exciting things happening. We had quite a few enrollments this month. Like you guys are definitely enrolling lots of people. And I think there was about 15 people who enrolled one person, which is amazing. That's new people being added to your team every single month. It's amazing. I'm popping my ear. Okay, that's easier. You can hear me? I hate earphones. So this is great. I'm actually going to go through I was going to go through some numbers. I don't know where they went, but just go through some numbers with you guys and share what growth we've had this month. Our team is growing rapidly. So some celebrations, obviously great enrollments this month. And then some brags. So we kind of forgot about brags for a little bit there. And I really want to acknowledge you guys although this month wasn't a huge rank advancement month, to be honest with you, May usually isn't. In terms of looking at the numbers from the past, May is not usually a rank advancement month, and June is. This year they kind of screwed with our 200 PV promotion. Usually the 200 PV promo is in June. So a lot of people usually rank advance in June just because of that promo, but no reason why we can't without it. But we had a new elite. Katrina hit elite. We had Kelsey, so Kels joined my team just this past month, and she hit manager and actually just about hit director. Hannah and Trisha launched EO Lounge, which is a monthly live discussion where they answer questions and jam about some different topics. And these two women are unbelievable and so dedicated, and I'm so proud of them and the work they've put in, because nobody showed up to their EO Lounge last month, and they still found the time to get together and record one for them to send out to their business builders and their team. And they even shared it with us, which is so huge. So this is a great way for us to leverage as a team so that we're not constantly recreating the wheel. Okay. And then Corey, we did a text blitz in our Launch to Elite program, and Corey shared her numbers along with a few other people, which just came through after I had done this presentation. But we had some big wins on our team this month. I'm just going to let me just stop the share for 2 seconds. I just wanted to pull up some numbers. Give me 1 second. I just wanted to share with you. I posted them in the group, but I just sort of wanted to explain them a little bit. Oops. All right, let me share this with you. Clearly so organized. So this is our team recap. So this month, and for some of you, this might be surprising that we welcomed 55 wellness advocates, and that's low. But our volume, and I didn't calculate exactly, but our volume went up 4,000 this month, which is huge. Like I can't tell you another business that leaps that much in volume in a month. And our expectation for this month is over 40. So we're growing rapidly, and our wellness advocate numbers are still fairly low. We were actually averaging at the end of 2015, about 80 to 100 a month. So we're lower, much lower than usual, but our team retention rate is at 50%. So that means that 50% of our entire team orders monthly. And that's up 5% from last month. So you guys are busting your balls to get people on this LRP. And we had 18 new rank advancements, and that's incredible. And we hit the 30,000 mark. So that's never happened on my team before. It's exciting. You guys, your numbers are huge. Okay, so this is some pretty epic growth to see in a month. And I'm super, super excited to see what this month holds. So we had a bit of confusion this month with our promos. And I just really want you guys to bear with us as this whole Canadian launch happens. doTERRA did not expect this much growth this quickly. They actually weren't expecting to have to hire this many people to run the back office for another 10 years. Okay, guys, they're 10 years beyond their numbers, the numbers they ever anticipated. So this month, I really want you guys to focus on the good. I want you guys to focus on the positive, because you're going to find that if you're focusing on negative, I received actually a couple messages this morning from people, I'm not saying builders, but people on our team complaining that doTERRA within an hour of opening hadn't launched the official product of the month. And I just want you to recognize that if this is something that you're focusing on, your whole team's going to focus on it, and people are going to sense that negativity exuding from you. Okay, so I look at it as, wow, we have the opportunity to decide what promo we want. Really. So if you are you totally want the Breathe pack, order from the States. So this one here is the refreshing twist for the States. So NFR, guys, anywhere you see NFR is American. So this 200 PV promo is now extended to the 15th, which I figured they would do. So this is American. In the States, the 10% off is HD Clear Face Wash, and the product of the month is Serenity. And then in Canada, which is OTG, which means on the ground, the Cassia and Arbor Vitae has been extended, and Sandalwood and Lemongrass are the two. The 10% off is Sandalwood, and the product of the month is Lemongrass. So guys, if you want lemongrass, order from Canada, and maybe just you'll have to place a smaller order in the States to grab your vitamins or your skincare. But if you placed an order for Breathe last month, maybe do a Canadian order this month to get the other stuff. So this is amazing, and I don't know. It'll be launched this weekend for us. I don't know how long they're going to be doing these two promos. I'm assuming they're going to continue it, but we're not sure. In Australia, they do two different promos all the time. So we're not really sure what's going to happen, and just sort of bear with us. That's all I can say. all I can say is we're super lucky to have this opportunity. So I posted in the group today and like 30 of you saw it and no one replied, but how are you guys sharing this monthly promo? And unmute yourself. I'm going to stop sharing so I can see you. And I really just want you guys to drive with us and share how you're sharing this promo authentically without literally taking the picture of the promo and throwing it up online.
Britt, I'm going to chime in if that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for me, I got the Arbor Vitae and Kasha last month. So I'm definitely going for the respiratory package this month. And I just think it's really awesome that we have that kind of option. So I'm getting excited about the fact that I get now $100 worth of product for free. Really, we have, as builders, we need to put in our 100 PV order anyways. So you have to get your head around that. You're right. We are lucky. We get all of these products for free. And I'm getting really excited about it. So for me, I'm getting into the respiratory blend and the respiratory package. And I'm going to be sharing how I'm using that with Cheyenne. She has respiratory issues generally during the kind of spring and summer. So she's my guinea pig, and I'm going to show how it really is a family thing and how we can use it on her safely. But I'm also going to let folks know that those folks that do have LRPs, if they want to take advantage of both of these specials, they can. Some folks might want to put those 2 LRPs in for those amounts to get all these free products. Like Andrew was saying on our call today, it's $100 that we're getting free from US, and it's $70 free products that we're getting from Canada. So you have to get excited about that. We're business owners. We don't have people come into our business and say, "Oh, that's a nice shirt if you like purple." So get excited about it, and I'm just going to look for really authentic ways for it to happen. I love to use my respiratory package before I jump into the shower, and how that really kind of enhances it. So sharing those things and just getting super excited the fact that we have an option which way we want to go.
Love it. Yeah, it's funny because for myself, I usually actually put through, I don't know, I'm thinking probably close to $350 in orders a month. Just because promos for you guys, promos for other people, promos for anybody, giveaways, and my own product for myself and Aaron and Leo. So we go through a lot of stuff. And how sick is it that I can actually place my oils through Canada and place the rest of my stuff through the States and get benefited from it? So you can actually order 125 from the States and get a product of the month there, and order 125 from Canada and get a product of the month there. And you can't normally do that. So you can't place 2 American LRPs and get 2 bottles of Serenity. You can't. You can only get 1 product of the month from each country. So if you want to sort of play the system, so to speak, in the best way possible, that's how I suggest it. So if you're thinking of putting together a larger order, I'd separate it. I do 2 different orders, and that's what I've been doing, just to sort of benefit from both. But Shannon brought up a great point. I talk a lot about not sharing promos online, and you will never see me or Ange or Jerlyn take the promo pictures and just put them right on our page. It'll never happen. I might actually take pictures of all the products included myself and share how I've used them, but I won't even say there's a promo. And the reason I do that is just to stay away from this whole salesy thing. I'm sure many of you guys, and not to bash their companies, because I actually like some of these companies that do this salesy stuff, but the mascara companies, the makeup companies, the Arbonne, It Works, all these people, I unfollow them. Actually, a lot of them I unfriend, just because I truthfully can't stand the sales stuff that I see online. And so I always promised I would never be that person. So if you really want to try and sell this promo this month, take a picture of the Breathe stick and how you use it on, say Meg uses it on Charlie. She can take a picture and say, hey, it really helped Charlie sleep tonight. And then I'd leave it at that. And usually it'll create curiosity. People will be like, oh, Meg, I really want that Breathe stick. And you can say, well, actually, if you place an order for this Home Essentials kit, you get an extra Breathe, a Breathe stick, yada, yada, yada. So that's how I do it. And that's my primary way of selling, is from experience. So I know we have Kate, someone new on our team. She's on Corey's team. And so I talk about this a lot, Kate. You'll find we talk a lot about authentic network marketing and really sharing naturally, opposed to just saying, oh, if you want to buy oils, call me. So that's definitely my favorite way. Do you guys have any other ways that you like sharing the promo? And don't get me wrong, guys, I talk about the promo in classes a lot. And I do talk a lot about promos in emails. So I usually send out a newsletter, and I'll update the promos and share what I'm offering as a promo in that month. Yeah, Shan, it's going to happen. And I think we as a team have to be the example for those who are just starting. So we as leaders have to set the example for our leaders who are just joining and thinking, okay, well, I'll just throw posts up all the time about promos. And some people need that gentle nudge to say, hey, I think maybe you should stay away from the promos and maybe share how you used it for this, right? Some people just need that push, need that help. Yes, Meg has Georgia on her team, and Georgia is she on here? No. Georgia is the queen of posts. Like, her posts are so freaking authentic. She swears, she posts about how it helps her with all of her ailments she's dealing with. Oh my God, I love that woman. You should go follow her. Okay, let me just share my screen again. So this is something I'm offering going forward, and I want you guys to involve your team in this. I'm doing a monthly LRP promo. Yes, I took the idea and the post from Ange Peters. And guys, don't recreate the wheel when it's right in front of you. So what I'm doing is I'm offering a giveaway for those who place an LRP of $125 before the 15th. And there's a science behind this. The reason I'm doing this is so that by the 15th of the month, I have an idea, a strong idea of what my volume is going to be. So guys, our volume this month on the 15th of the month was 24,000. And we didn't even have half of the enrollments we had at the end of the month. So it just goes to show you that the primary volume in your business is going to be LRP. Okay? Could you imagine if we had like 80% of people on LRP, our volume? It'd be insane. So this is what I'm doing. And I really want you guys to share this with your teams. Take it, post it in your group, share it with people, add people to my group. And I want you to involve people in this so that it's a incentive for them to start on LRP. People, for some reason, it's like the product of the month and the other stuff isn't good enough. They need something more. So if you place a order before the 15th, you're entered to win one of 2 bottles of lavender. Okay, so I did it last month for Terra Shield, and I do truly believe that's why our numbers were so high. Because it was a really great opportunity for us to get people on LRP that weren't on it before. Okay. And then that's where this comes in. And I'm just going to chat really quick about it. And I'm going to call in Shannon to share a bit more. But guys, this is our last month to get people on LRP at 30%. It will not stay. It will never be back. This is I think, a once in a lifetime thing, to be honest with you. I don't think doTERRA will ever do it again. And it's going to be super weird going on July 1st and saying, oh, yeah, you get 10% back on orders. I'm like, this is going to be so odd. Yes, you get 10 points on every $100 order when we're so used to so many. So this is our last month to talk about this. And I'm gonna let Shannon chime in and give you her ideas on how she is sharing LRP.
Me again. Hello. Okay, so this is something that I'm looking at my business. We don't have a big, vast amount of folks on LRP. So I really feel like this is our last chance to get people super excited. So some of the suggestions that I heard on our call today, I was on with Ange Peters and the whole fit group, was to really have a look, just have a real good look at who's in our business, who's on our client base, and have a look down and see, you know these people. Look at the ones that you personally enrolled, and just see who could really benefit from this program. Make something very special and aligned for them. So reaching out to them personally and letting them know about our LRP program. I think we all agree it's like the bomb.com, and there's really no other program out there like this. And this really is our last chance. So look at your business, look who's floating around that maybe hasn't ordered in a long time and that could really, really benefit for some of these things. I'm really going to focus on things for summer. TerraShield is my best friend right now. I have a lineup of people that want TerraShield. So trying to pair things that will also help their summertime. So for me, when I think about summer, I want some lemon for my gin and tonic, or I want some lime, I want lots of citrus water, things that are going to uplift them. Shush, Meg, I see you laughing at me. Getting all these things that are going to make their summer even better. So lavender for bug bites, again, some of that TerraShield for their dogs and their kids, and kind of build what an order would look like for them if they were to put it on LRP. And then, let them know here. Look at this graphic, 50 PV order, they get 28 back. I just think that's amazing. Building that value. They already know, or hopefully know, how much these oils are enhancing their life. So try to build a custom order, what it would look like for summer or for something that perhaps they're going through, and build that into what it would look like and what that could earn them back. That's kind of what I'm doing. I'm going to really take a good hard look at the whole business that I have, see who could really, really, really use my help this month, and not make it such a big, vast, hey, everybody, but focus in on, say, a good 10, 15 people that really could use your dedicated help at building an order that would benefit this LRP. And then, telling people, this is the last time, this is the last month. If they really want that, they have to have something in on by July, for July's LRP order. So they have all of this month to kind of decide, but get something up there for July if they want to benefit with the 30%.
Yeah, just quickly to clarify, their LRP has to be in the system to ship in July.
Right.
Obviously, it can't ship until July because you can't ship a LRP the same month you enroll.
Right.
So as long as it's in the system by the end of June to ship in July, they're set for 30%.
Yeah. So, of course, sharing your own experiences. I mean, we're all taking pictures of our LRP when it comes in. And it's not just because it's friggin' awesome. It's because we're really getting a lot of things for free. And so get back to those pictures, pull them back out, and maybe send them to a few special people that will really understand the value behind what we're getting with all these points back. That's what I'm doing, and welcome any other people's ideas, because we're a big team. Britt, how many do you have in your business line now?
1,000.
Yeah. So we have 1,000 people. Let's brainstorm some, and I don't know how many business builders, but let's brainstorm some ideas together and just let's rock it out. Let's get that retention rate right up there.
So I'm open to you guys sharing some ideas. You can type it in the chat box. I'm going to open up the form at the end. We can sort of discuss ideas and stuff. But speaking of this whole retention rate, I have a promo for you guys. And I don't do this very often. But I will be honest, I set aside a portion of my gold paycheck and it's going to you guys. Yes, Jen, I'll post it afterwards. Remind me. Someone remind me after. So I'm giving you guys free shit. So this is what's going to happen. So the top 2 teams, okay, this is you personally. So this isn't like Shannon's team and Jen's, and Lindsay's team and whatever. This is you personally. So the top 2 teams with the highest retention rate improvement, okay, not retention rate, because retention rate improvement in June win an emotional aromatherapy kit. So say Meg's team goes from 30% to 50% in the month of June, and she improves by 20%. Meg is going to win an emotional aromatherapy kit. So this is how it's going to happen. I'm going to post in our Facebook group a Google form, and you're going to enter your name and you're going to enter your current retention rate. And to find this, you go to detailed genealogy in your back office. So you're going to go to detailed genealogy and it's going to say your percentage. So what we're going to do is, and this is all honesty, guys, okay? I'm sure I can see this, and I can actually definitely see this in my back office, but it takes way too much time for me to go through and actually individually find all of you. So I miss the days when my volume would go up by like 100 and I'd be like, oh my God, who ordered? And I'd like go search to see who ordered. Yeah, it does not happen these days. There's no way in hell. Yeah, so what you're going to do is I'll figure out the exact and I'll put it in the back office. It's summary genealogy, okay? So summary genealogy, and you're going to go in your back office, click on that, and it'll give you the numbers. And you're going to enter that, okay? So I'm going to post it this week, or I'm going to post it, actually, I'll have it up tonight. I'm going to post it tonight, and I want you guys to get on that this week. Post your retention rate for now, and then what we're going to do is we're going to do it again at the end of the month, and you're going to look at it and post your total. So I'm looking at improvement, I'm looking at team growth, I'm looking at a bunch of stuff, but the primary thing is our retention rate. And retention rate, guys, if you don't know, is LRP. So retention rate is monthly who orders. So if you have a massive team, that's great, but if your retention rate's 20, okay, we have some improvements to do. We definitely, I see eyes moving. I can definitely see you guys on there now. And I want to see really big improvement, okay? And I'm celebrating you guys for that. And just like I'm going to reiterate again, this is improvement. Because we have people on our team who have a LRP retention rate of 80%. So I want to see improvement. I want to see lots of improvement, okay? And we have no excuse not to do this because of this wicked promo. Okay? Exciting? Free shit? Alrighty. So, upcoming events. So this weekend is considered Canadian Convention. It's the launch into Canada, and we're calling it the Canadian Convention, because this weekend is our launch into Canada. And if you're not coming, guys, I have 6 tickets saved for you. So if you don't have a ticket and you can Yes, Shannon, percentage of active members. Amazing. So if you can't, or if you can make it for sometime this weekend, an hour, a couple of hours, please come. First of all, it's amazing to show your face to your team. It's amazing to meet leaders. It's amazing to meet our uplines. And Eric Worre says that events are the strategy behind your business. He says that events can actually improve your business more than a year to 2 years of personal development will ever. So this is huge. Okay, so for those of you who are coming, it starts Friday at 1 p.m. and it goes Saturday from 9 to 5. 9 to 5? 8 to 5? One of those. And we have a special business training on Friday in the morning. It's from 8 to 11. And this is, we have Elise Sedeby actually coming, and she's a double presidential. She's our upline, actually. And she's coming and she's doing a training. And for those of you who are coming, be prepared. She is guns a-blazing. She's crazy. Definitely amazing, but crazy. So if you're not coming, I would highly, I can't reiterate it enough, recommend being there. Okay. I'm doing an online oils 101 on June 14th. So some of you probably saw the invites come through. I was doing it outside today, so I only got through to some people. But online oils 101, so this is like the one we did a couple months ago where we had over 50 people show up. So we're going to do on June 14th at 8:30. And this is for all of you. So please, please, please leverage this. I've launched stuff in the past where we've done oils classes and no one's showed up. And I really want you to leverage this. Yeah, you can totally invite. It's an open public group. Invite the shit out of it. I'm gonna have links, but send personal invites to people. Let's fill this online room. Okay. I'm so excited. There is a London corporate training. doTERRA head office is coming. I actually think Emily Wright is coming. August 26th to 27th in London. Okay, so Ange Peters actually said to them, I really think you should come to London. This is where the most people are. And I think you should come here. So it's a wellness summit. It's going to be beautiful. So I'm going and I expect all of you there. For those of you who are coming to convention, so I'm going to skip the next one for a second, but doTERRA convention is September 14th to 17th. We can always find you guys tickets if you don't have them yet. And if you're coming to convention, I would highly suggest coming in a day early and attending this Set Your Soul on Fire training run by Brianne Hubby and Angelina Deweese. They're beautiful, beautiful people. Brands are upline, and they do, it's called On Purpose training, and it is unbelievable. I'm involved in a whole program with them right now, and I would highly suggest coming. Okay, so I have had what is it, Hannah? What one? I've had a couple of people ask me what my suggestions are for convention, and I do suggest coming, and I'm sure Shannon can agree with me, obviously coming to convention, but coming a day early and leaving a day late. And the reason for that is because I found myself so rushed. I left on the day convention ended, and I got there the day of starting, and it was just all over the place. So I am arriving on Monday, and I'm leaving on late Sunday night. So I'm getting the most bang for my buck. And I would suggest that. And the reason being, obviously, if you can't make it for the whole time, don't stress. But the altitude is much different. So we would walk down the street and we were out of breath. because the altitude is much, much higher. So the oxygen levels are a lot lower. So it does tire you out. I drink tons of water. And convention's a lot. So convention is emotionally and physically draining. Don't let that deter you because it's beautiful. But we have parties every night. We are out late. We're kind of hungover sometimes. And so it's a long trip. So you want to make the best of it. It's the honest to God, that was probably the best trip we've ever been on. But prepare yourself. It's definitely busy. We go out for dinner lots. We go to lots of parties. Just a quick story. We went to a white party. Shannon's like, shit, what story? We went to, the Harrisons host a white party every year. And we went last year, and we were the only team buying each other shots at the bar with all these Mormons. We were smoking lavender hookah. It was like, the next morning I woke up and I was like, what did we do last night? Felt like it was out of the hangover. And they always have the white party the day before you walk on stage to be recognized. And you have to be there at like 6 a.m. It was lots of fun. We've got lots of stories where those ones came from. But regardless, it's going to be a blast. Who's smoking hookah? Not the bad hookah, but it was lavender oil. Apparently, so they said. And GoPro. So GoPro is hosted by Eric Warre. And this is hosted in Vegas. So this is in Las Vegas, December 1st to 4th. There's definitely tickets floating around. And this is a event that I would highly suggest coming to if you plan on building a large business. If you have no intentions of running a large business, then absolutely, I'll totally leave you space. But if this is something that you can definitely come to, I would highly suggest it. And just remember, this is in December, so you don't have to book your flight or your hotel until December or later on in the year. So you don't pay for it until then. And just look at your goals. What are your goals from now until December? If you plan on going diamond or being a gold, this is absolutely affordable for you guys. Okay? Amazing. Okay, so who's coming on? Just a show of knees or whatever you want to say in here. I'm in. Who's coming on this weekend? I can't see all your hands, so don't put hands up because I can't see them. All right. Jen's coming. Trish. Beautiful. Got lots of people coming. I love it. So for those of you who are coming and are able to make it on Saturday, I'm doing a team dinner. We're going to have a team dinner at Hunter's Landing. So it's not at the venue. It's a little quick drive up the road. And this place is like my absolute favorite restaurant ever. They have the best sangria. So we're going to have a nice dinner and celebrate each other and have drinks and appetizers and dinner with our team. And Geraldine, I believe, is coming with a couple of people as well. And guys, I have a reservation for 20 people. So it's going to be fun. We've got lots of fun stuff planned. And I just want to celebrate you guys. So just an FYI, I will be providing appetizers and drinks and dinner will be on you guys or whatever you choose to eat. But I've got lots of, Lisa, Lisa, I might actually take you up on that. We've got lots of appetizers coming because I know you guys will be starving when you get there, and order drinks and dinner, and it's just going to be a nice, cozy time to hang out, and I'm really, really excited to do that. So now I'm going to get into some nitty gritty stuff. Okay. And I know questions are going to come up and you guys are going to post stuff. So ask as many questions as you have as we go through this. Even unmute yourself if you have any questions. But how many of you guys are ready to rank up? Who's unmuted? I heard someone unmuted.
It was me for a sec. Sorry. I was going to say Jess is coming too on Saturday.
Yay! Are you going to join us for dinner?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Yay! I love it.
I was saying to Hannah, it's amazing how much she wants to be with me with this business and stuff. Like, she's always wanting to be there at all my classes and everything. And she wanted to come for Saturday. And I'm like, I have an extra ticket. Okay.
Aw, I love it. That's Trisha's daughter, Jess. How old is she?
15, but you'd never guess it.
No, she looks a lot older. She's like she's just the sweetest. She's so helpful. She's so mature. I see a future wellness advocate.
That's what I said to Hannah. I said, I think I'm seriously building a secret builder.
I would. I'd build a ghost leg for her, to be honest with you. If this is what she sees.
I think I've already started. I actually put her under my mom, I think, when she did an order. And now I'm thinking with LRP, I should get her on the LRP.
Totally.
Still at the 30% because you were talking about it and I got thinking about it. But yeah, she gives away oils at school. She takes my samples and she talks about oils at school with her friends. And her friends are like, okay, you're weird, but.
That is so funny. I love it.
Yeah, she's really good. And she's helpful at all my classes. She's always, like you saw, she's going around with the bottles and she'll kind of give a bit of her story a bit. If I'm talking a bit, she'll kind of chime in and
I love it.
Yeah. So anyway, she's coming.
Awesome. So cool. So this is a document that Ange created. I don't think it's in the group. I'll post it. But it's a ready to rank up guideline. And basically, if this is your month, these are some steps, some guidelines that you should be taking now to really prepare yourself for that rank advancement. So I'm not going to go, or I don't want to really go too long with you guys tonight. But I'll post this into the group and this is something that you can look through. But really just working on all aspects, like the more masculine stuff, so the more numbers crunching and that kind of thing, as well as the more feminine, so creating these visual experiences, this morning and evening vibe and different stuff like that. So I'll leave that for you guys. But the one thing I really wanted to look at was for you guys to really start your day with these 6 questions, or anytime you're feeling like, oh, I'm down in the dumps, like nothing's happening. These are all income producing activities or income producing questions. They're all going to end with something positive. So usually I wake up and I'll say like, who should I share with today? Or, oh shit, I forgot about that girl. Who should I follow up with today? Who came to my class that I've been missing out on? So these are just some questions. You can take a picture. I share these a lot. But I have them right on my window ledge right there, just to peek at every day. So, since so many of you are ready to rank up, I have a program launching July 1st. And I did this once before, and we had, I don't know, how many people did we have in that group? I think we had like 8 or 10 people. Every single person in our group, the last Biz Mastery we did, rank advanced. Okay? That was exciting. And that was so much fun for me to see the growth. So I'm hosting this Young, Passionate, and Free Advanced Biz Mastery program. And this is launching July 1st. Okay? And I have rules. So you have to be elite. You have to be elite by the end of this month to take part. And it's going to be 4 weeks. So it's going to be 4 weeks, weekly calls, and application only, same as I've done my other programs. And it's mandatory to attend all calls. So I think I'm going to go with, we have our Launch to Elite program, which is on Thursdays. I think I'm going to stick with Thursdays at 8:30. And calls are mandatory. And this is for people who are looking to go big. So if you, like I said, if you're not looking to build a big business, which all of you on this call I know are, this program is going to be for you. So this is for somebody who wants to be a diamond. It's going to be a diamond fast track. And the stuff that I'm teaching you are things that I've learned in my diamond program. So stuff that's really helped me, I keep putting into files and keeping away for you guys. So it's going to be intense, and it's going to be a lot of work on placements and real money strategies and real nitty-gritty stuff that we don't usually get into in these kind of calls. Okay? So I'm going to be launching that in the next couple of weeks. I'll put up an application for you. And yeah, you guys can apply, and oh my God, I'm so excited. So if you apply and you're above elite, chances are you're going to be accepted. So don't be super scared about that. But this is just for those of you that are feeling like kind of down in the dumps lately, use this month to prepare yourself for this kind of program. So use this month to gain that momentum so that come in July, you can work more on strategy. Okay? Told you I had some exciting stuff happening. All righty. Meg, we're ready for you whenever you are. Okay, so Shannon and I chatted a little bit before this call about some things that have been popping up, and I really just wanted to address some questions that we had and help you guys as you're really starting to enroll this month and build bigger businesses and add lots more people to your teams, what we should be doing. And I don't think, to be honest with you, this has been duplicated so perfectly. Not that I haven't been doing it, but just that I haven't shared it a lot with you guys. Okay, so that's my apologies. So when you have somebody who signs up, okay, so somebody comes to you and says, okay, I want a home essentials kit. Yes, doTERRA sends them a welcome email whatever you want to call it, with their info, so their login information and their password. But I always send them a personalized welcome email for myself. And even if you look at the pinned post at the top of our group, there's actually email templates in there for you to use. So there's no sense in you creating this massive ass email to when it's already created for you. Okay, so I just like literally every time I'll copy and paste, fill in the blanks, and that's it. Easy peasy. And this welcome email is great way to add value. Okay, so I pilot, I'm going to show you in the next couple slides. I pilot with good stuff. I pilot full of value and lots of different recipes and that kind of thing. Oh my gosh, puppy. So you send them a welcome email. Usually after their welcome email, I send them a following email with a wellness consult. Okay, so I saw a couple of things here where people don't reply to your welcome email or your wellness consult emails. Me neither. Ever, actually. It's funny that you mentioned that because I don't think I've ever received an email back. Now that you mention it. But I will tell you something. So for those of you who use Gmail, I just found out that email systems have been blocking a lot of Gmail emails. So what I started doing, and obviously this isn't feasible for everybody, for those of you who have a website or are thinking about getting a website, I would get an email with that website and use that email. So for instance, my email I have is support@brittanyamclean.com, and it's through Gmail, but emails get through with this email that didn't get through with my other one. So any business emails now, I always send with this new email. So don't be offended, because there could be a high chance that some people aren't even getting it. So an idea that I have, and I actually had great feedback from it, is I actually went through every single person that I enrolled. I have their email written down, and I just emailed them this past week and said, hey, I never heard back from you with regards to a wellness consult. Something, or even you could say something along the lines of, hey, I never did wellness consults in the beginning. I just started something new. We want to hop on the phone for a half hour and chat about yada, yada, yada. And I've had a lot of people get back to me. So that's a great idea to contact those who you never heard from. So wellness consult, those of you who are new, a wellness consult is a 30-minute call where you walk them through their oils, answer their questions, make it really personal and for them. And you share LRP with them. So if anybody has great tricks, tips, whatever, we need to chat with Ange, because she always gets responses to her wellness emails. But if you have any ideas or things that work for you, for sure, share them with us. And then add them to our Open Oils group. Okay, so our Open Oils group, the Young, Passionate, and Free Global team, is where we share our recipes. Okay, so I share everything in there. Lots of different things pop up in there. And that's for people who are just interested in getting oils. Okay, so that's for everybody. Anybody who is on our team gets added. And it's a great way for you to add value without having to do a ton of legwork. Okay? So easy ways to add value. So easy value adds. I do a lot of this, sharing my new favorite recipe from doTERRA.com. So I'll grab a random recipe from the blog and say, hey, like, I love this. Maybe you'll try it with the baby, whatever. If you are interested in creating an ebook, share an ebook. And I always add my ebook to my emails. Ange Peters gave us the opportunity to use her 7-day cleanse. It's a $50 cleanse that she allows us to give for free. Okay, so that's another value add. And then all the goodies that I created for you guys. Like, this stuff's not just mine. And I totally understand your reasoning behind some of you guys not sending stuff because you feel like it's mine or you don't want my name plastered over stuff. But I have created the stuff for you guys to use. Okay. So this is what I send people. I subscribe people to Ange's newsletter, her ebook she created. I send them my ebook. They get a welcome call and they get the detox program. Easy, right? And they're all free. This is nothing that I'm spending a ton of money on. Yeah, great idea. Hannah shared some good ideas there too. So any questions around onboarding for wellness advocates? So this is what we do for business builders, because it is a little bit different. So business builder, somebody says to you, okay, I'm building a business. Here's my enrollment order. Let's set up my LRP. Awesome. You send them a welcome email, and you always include our business builder's guide. So this is like the business builder's mentorship plan, basically. And it's in the pinned post. Okay, so all of this stuff is in there. And tell them, just say, hey, I have this amazing mentorship program that I follow, and to work with me, I really request that we stick with it. We follow it pretty closely. And it's a really great way for you to set boundaries, right? If someone's not following the program or following what you're asking them to follow, well, shit, you're not really going to want to work with them, are you? They always get set up with a wellness consult and a business introduction call. So this call is pretty much the same as a wellness consult, except you chat about, what you want to do next, what their next game plan would be. This is where things switch up a little bit. They get added to the Open Oils group. and our business builders group. So I've had quite a few people being added to this group, and our business builders one, I've actually had to deny quite a few people. And I've just actually started this whole approval thing before everybody would be added. Now myself or our administrators, I believe Shannon and Lynn's our administrators on it, have to approve them. So not everybody is accepted into this business builders group. And what I've been noticing a lot of people have been doing is they have been adding people who they think might be interested in a business later, just to see if maybe something sparks their interest. And that's not what our group is for. Okay, guys? So our group is only for committed business builders who are on a 125 PV order every month. Okay, that's what I'm going to stick with. So please don't add people to it that just order oils. Just let's keep it for our business builders, and that keeps things personal too. So when you guys share your struggles and your wins and lots of different things like that, it is personal, not random people who aren't on our team watching or reading it. And then we schedule from there bi-weekly calls. So that's what I usually stick with is bi-weekly, just to sort of get them on their feet, get things going, and get them started on the right foot. Okay. You guys can ask questions about that. I'm just going to walk you guys through the mentorship plan I follow. So right away, I highly recommend they set up their website. I require all of my leaders to order a Essential Life book. Guys, it's like $30. It's not very much money. And I require every single person to have a Essential Life book. And the reason I do that is because, for myself at least, I find that it's such a handy tool for classes. It helps with a lot of stuff right off the bat. Any questions you have? No worries, Jen. But yeah, it's a necessary item in my eyes. Yeah, Shannon says she agrees. It's key. So if you don't have one of these, I highly suggest going in to order one. Don't tell us you don't have one. Just go order it. Pretend you've always had it. It's definitely a huge key for me. So this is what our mentorship plan looks like. If you guys haven't seen it, I know I have 3 of them sitting here. If you guys haven't seen it, it's in the pinned post, so take a peek. But one thing I'm really focusing on, and I won't keep you guys much longer, we have like 3 slides left. One thing I'm really focusing on now going forward with all new business builders is allowing them the time to love their products. So allowing them, maybe it's the first month, maybe it's the first few weeks, maybe it's 2 months, 3 months, whatever, allowing them and giving them the space to love their products. Because I know for myself, I wasn't able to share until I knew, so this is how I am, this is my health background, until I knew everything I could about the products, right? I wanted to know that I could run a class before I started really building solidly. And some people are like that. Some people are like, okay, jump in. Some people are like, okay, give me 4 months. So I sort of set right in the middle, and I just say, hey, let's do a month. I'm going to give you a month. I'll give you some space. We can chat oils. We can chat strategy for next month. And then go from there. And that also gives them this trust in you, knowing that you're not just after them to benefit your business. You see what I'm saying? So this is just some different work. I do a vision. So if you guys haven't done your vision, send it to me. Your vision, so your 2-year vision. Obviously LRP is set up, creating a 100-person list, use oils daily. I have a hair on me and it's tickling my arm. And then I get them to send me a message when the training's done. It's easy, right? And then month 2 is when things get really intense. I start getting more intense with things. So this is how I do things, guys, and you don't have to. This is my boundaries being set. Before I run coaching calls with anybody, they watch the 4.5-hour Launch Your Biz bootcamp. So I don't mentor, educate, do anything with anyone until that's done, because that allows me to come into training with them with a 4.5-hour foundation. Like, that's great education in that 4-hour training. Yeah, totally get all your people on this training. Kate, I'm not sure if you've done it, but I'd highly suggest watching it. Listen or read to the GoPro audiobook. Guys, that's another 3 hours. So for me, if somebody is interested in dedicating 9 or 10 hours, and maybe it's even their first month, that shows me that they're interested. Like, they're in. They're really wanting to build this big. And GoPro is an unbelievable addition to your business. Point blank. Okay. Here's some other stuff. Make your 100 person list again. Product story, follow-up system. And this is the month that I require somebody to host classes. So usually what I say, somebody enrolls, I say, okay, 2 classes in the books. Let's do it. That's how I started. I always get them to complete a monthly goal sheet and a 10 monthly business calls. And I am implementing a Q&A, okay? We have so many people joining our team now that I really, truly believe that this whole Q&A thing is going to be necessary, because we see lots and lots and lots of stuff coming through. But the hard part for me is that I book 12:30 off on Wednesdays and nobody shows up. So we really need to start leveraging this Q&A. So I'm not running it in June. I'm going to start in July, second Wednesday of every month at 12:30. Okay, so this is going to be for all of us, for us to hop on, chat business. It can be anything: business, strategy, product questions. Anybody on your team, let's leverage it for sure. And for those of you who are interested in this whole Launch Your Biz thing, I've listened to it a few times actually. It's really great. It's in the pinned post. So there's a picture actually with the launch info. Shannon, I don't get your question. Yeah, like, it's hard when you have leaders who, like, everybody has different personalities, right? And some people are really, really wanting to, I'm trying to explain this different ways. Some people are really wanting to just teach classes, and they're like, oh, I just want to teach classes. I want to teach classes. And you might have those people who teach dozens of classes, but like, don't.
Hold on. I'm unmuted. Shh. Sorry. I unmuted myself for a minute to answer you. So, no, I have a biz builder who I feel like in my gut, she could do amazing things, but I've sent her the biz training. So Shannon was saying this would be really good to get Sarah onto this Launch Your Biz guide. I just feel like she's not going to do it. Like, she told me she couldn't go on the call tonight because she's busy. She has 3 kids under 4. But I can see on the side of my Facebook, she's posting like crazy on Facebook right now. And I'm like, oh my God, can you just be on the call? So I think I'm asking Shannon, the other Shannon, yeah, like how can I get her to like believe in this process?
So this is what I do. It's a boundary for me. I will not mentor or come and teach a class for you until it's done. And when you have people that put it aside and put it aside and put it aside, well, that's just a sign for me that it's just, there's no dedication. So I would honestly say to her, hey girl, like, I have a really busy schedule. as I know you do. But would you please be able to set aside an hour this day, and this day to listen to this Launch Your Biz training? Because going forward, I am only working with really dedicated people, and I need my team to watch this training. So there's obviously the 4-hour on Saturdays at two different times. And that link is in our pinned post. But there is also a link in that post for her to access it through a website where she can just watch it at any time she pleases. So if she has a half hour tomorrow at noon, pop it in her ears for a half hour and then start it back up the next time she has time, right? It might take her a month to get through it. Yeah. So the ladies have all brought up great points. There's people who will join this business and know a shitload of people. Okay, there's people who I've enrolled that have enrolled 26, 25 people their first few months, and they disappear because they can't sustain it. They don't recognize what this business actually takes. I always say it's a marathon, not a sprint. And she'll end up burning out. Everybody is going to end up burning out eventually if that's how they're going to run their business. So, Shan, I think what you're doing is correct. And I would honestly just say to her, I have a really big team I'm building. I receive a ton of emails and messages. I need to set a boundary. I need you to watch this training before we can go any further with our mentorship. And that also will allow you, guys to set boundaries so you're not killing yourself all the time. And it allows you to see who's dedicated, who you want on your team. And if I have somebody who's not willing to watch it, see ya. Like, I don't have time for that. I really don't. Think about it. This is a $2 million business. We have a lot of volume coming through our business every single month, and we have a lot of people messaging us. So we need to set boundaries somehow. And that's one thing, guys, that I'm really working on. And I could do a whole call on boundaries. Oh gosh, too many boundaries to set. But yeah, you can pop any questions you have there. And I'm just going to finish then month 3. This is where my boundaries pop up. To continue to qualify for mentorship, enroll a minimum of 2 people a month, and complete wellness consults with everyone you enroll. Obviously, if they don't reply, they don't reply. Host 2 to 4 classes monthly. So I require this of all my leaders to host classes monthly. Dedicate at least 5 to 10 hours to growing your business each week. Engage in personal development. Yeah. And to have a call with me, they have to have a monthly goal sheet. See you night. Is it good night, Meg? Okay. So that's what I have for that stuff. So I see lots of questions popping in. You guys have any questions specific to that stuff? Boundary setting? Shan, did that answer your question?
Yeah, it did. It did. Yeah. And the other Shannon's gonna back me up on it too. So I think if we get together and get some consistent messaging going on, yeah, I think that would be a good thing, because I'm so new myself, right? And I honestly didn't expect to have a biz builder this soon. So it's kind of learning alongside of her. So yeah, but it's good.
Yeah. And you're doing an amazing job. Don't get down on yourself. You're doing incredible things. And I think the biggest tip that I have, and wish I had really set back when I first started was setting these boundaries. And I would reply to anybody and anybody at any time of the day. So now it's like here I am a year and a half to my business, and I'm finally setting boundaries. I finally have an assistant. I finally have an auto reply. I finally have set hours to respond to emails, like just silly things that you might be like, oh, whatever, like my business will never get that big. Guys, you don't even understand the emails that I receive and the messages I receive from business builders and people on other teams. And like, I'm like bombarded sometimes. I love it. This is what I want to do for a living, but you need to set those boundaries. You need to make sure that you are energetically not allowing these leaks, because when you do, you're going to kill yourself physically. Just, you're going to be exhausted. You can't do it all, right? But yeah, Shannon, that'd be a great place to start, is to set that boundary with her now so that she doesn't abuse it later.